Good day. In this video, I will be explaining and demonstrating the Active Directory features of roaming profiles and home folders. I'm doing it in one video because after learning about the two of them, I consider them to be quite related. It can almost be done simultaneously. Um, they're literally close together when setting them up. So I'd like to see if I can demonstrate them both in one video. So what roaming profiles are is an alternative to local profiles, which even if a user profile is created in Windows Server 2016, um, the user files and any information the user might create will still be saved on that local computer, whereas a roaming profile will give users the ability to synchronize their data with a server in which any files or settings are downloaded to the uh, computer upon login. And when the user logs out, that information will be uploaded to the server, thus allowing the user to log in to any computer in the domain, any client in the domain, sorry, and have access to the same files wherever they may be on the network. And home folders are a, well, essentially just a shared folder on a server that one or multiple users can access on the domain to share files, access files. It's just like a remote saving location, right? So that allows people to share files between clients in their profiles. Easy for collaboration, things like that. Right. So to begin, there are three major parts to setting up a roaming profile. One is setting up the user profile. Two is creating a space on a server that the roaming profile will be able to upload to, and then finally sharing that folder with the profile and allowing it to upload its data. So to begin, I'm going to start with my Windows server. I'm going to create, well, do step one basically, which is create a user profile for this demonstration. Right, so here we have good old ADUC, Active Directory Users and Computers. Here are my test profiles. These are my roaming profiles that I've already made. And these two here are local profiles. I won't be touching those. I'll be making a brand new one. All right, so I'm going to start by creating a new user. So let's call this one right, roaming client. Okay, for the purpose of this demonstration. Okay, I'm gonna make my password. Okay, I don't need this. Right. All right, so that's step one pretty much. So what I will be doing is designating a shared folder, a space on a server. It can be, it doesn't have to be the domain controller. In fact, it's recommended that it not be the domain controller. It should be another file server. But since we're working with one server here that is also working as the domain controller, we'll be using this virtual machine. So what I would have to do is come here. The profile path will allow me to enter a network address that the roaming profile will save itself to. So I have done that with this one here, roaming. So what I'm going to do is create a new one. Let me delete this one and demonstrate how one of these roaming folders are made. So I'm going to create a folder. No, no, right. All right, let's just call it roaming 2. And what matters here is the sharing ability. Okay. So I'm sure when creating it in a work environment, it might need to be more specific because you don't want too much public usage, maybe not allowed to access any and every computer, but we're be able to log in, sorry, with the roaming profile on any and every computer. But let's say for a simple domain, we're going to use add, we're going to have it be for everyone and allow read and write privileges for everyone, so not just the admin. Right, and this here will be the network address. So how it works is, right, take this, I'm going to copy this and paste it here to be the profile path. However, how it actually works is, as I've recently learned, it has to be designated for the, there has to be a subfolder for the profile itself to then put in its files. So I can do this. So whatever the username, right here. So whatever the username is, it will be filled in here. See? Right, let's change to roaming quiet. Now I said home folder is very close to roaming profiles, and I believe so. Right, now how this works is you're assigning a folder in the server, in a file server, as a drive. So every time you hear people talk about Z drive and the share folder, this is what they're talking about, but on a network. So I don't like to, well, for simplicity's sake, let's just put Z. So I'm going to get another network address. So I'm going to use this folder here. Let me just call it home folder. Right. Oh, right, because I changed it. And I'm going to give it the same rights. Sorry, give everyone this on the network the same rights. Right. And there's our home folder address. So I'm going to take this and paste it here. So when I log in with the home folder, when I log in with the roaming profile, right, it will create its files, folders, and subfolders in this location here, and will allow access to this folder here as well. So I'll demonstrate them both when I log in on the clients. Well, no. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Let me do this from scratch because it worked fine. let's do this. Mhm. Right. That's the home folder. Everyone can use you. And that should be fine. Verify the user. Yes, that's right. Okay. Well, make things easier for me. Right. Right, so I'm now going to be logging in with this roaming client profile on my Windows 10 virtual machine. Right. Right. So my first time signing in. So this is just the operating system creating the files, folders, and settings, but it will be doing so not on this uh, local machine storage. It will be doing so on the server's storage. Okay. Right. So as you see here, the domain marc.com successfully logged into. Right. And here we have the home folder I just created. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate is I am going to create a file here, test file 1. All right. Alright, so here's my file that I've now saved in the home folder. And what should happen is, right, there it is on the Windows Server 2016, which was serving as the home folder's location. So next I will demonstrate the roaming profile by saving something on the machine itself and not the home folder. So let's just go to desktop here. I'm going to create another file. Oops. Test file 2. Right, hello again. Just to make sure they're different. Right, so this file has been saved on the desktop of the Windows 10 client. So we have a user, he has saved his files on his computer for his work. Now he's done, so he's going to log out. So upon logging out, the file that I just saved will be synchronized to the network location. Right, so that's done. I'm going to turn this off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in with the same profile on a different client, this time at Windows 11. And what you should see is the file available there on the different client. Right, Windows 11. Go to that. Right, so it's doing the same thing it was doing before. Um, sorry, it's not doing the same thing it was doing before. It's now downloading the files, folders, and settings that was saved on the network location. And here we have the file here. All right, that should be done. Right, so I'm going to load it. And as you'll be able to see, once it loads, there you go, exact same file. All right, and I'm also going to go to File Explorer here, and you will see the same access to the home folder and test file 1. And for the hell of it, I'm going to delete it because I have the rights to, and I'm going to go back to Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. The file server here, and poof, it's gone because it was deleted. All right, so that should sufficiently explain and demonstrate the roaming profile and home folder features on Windows Server 2016. Thank you very much for your time.